ask a member for Tema Central constituency on a statement, see something, on a hashtag, see something, say something campaign by the Ministry of National Security. So, Honorable Member for Tema Central, Honorable Ninoy, you may now take the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, the National Security Strategy of Ghana, launched in 2020, is a response to the changing nature of the security threats to the country, while highlighting contemporary methods of addressing them. The central theme of the strategy is the usage of the whole government and whole of society approach, grounded in the principles of unity of purpose in combating security threats. In line with this approach, the Ministry of National Security on May 24, 2020, launched the See Something, Say Something campaign to encourage citizens to report suspicious activities in their communities, particularly those relating to terrorism. Citizens can report such activities to the nearest police station, to the community leaders, and through a call to the short code 999 or a message to the social media handles of the Ghana Police Service. Mr. Speaker, statistics from the 2022 Global Terrorism Index indicate that Sub-Saharan Africa has suffered a staggering 48% of all terrorism-related deaths globally. Most of these casualties come from Nigeria, Niger, Mali, the DRC, and our closest neighbor, Burkina Faso. An analysis of the recent threat of terrorist attacks in the sub-region highlights a southward drive to littoral states along the Gulf of Guinea. The most recent of these attacks were in the Republic of Togo, where 8 soldiers were killed and 13 wounded. Hitherto, Togo had been spared from the scourge of terrorism. With terrorism hitting close to home, it behoves us to put in place strategies to prevent the spread of this canker into our beloved country, Ghana. After all, when you see your neighbor's beard on fire, it's advisable to get water by yours. Mr. Speaker, it goes without saying that terrorism has dire effects on the political stability as well as the socio-economic development of any country. Mr. Speaker, in Burkina Faso, for instance, the disposition of the former President Roch Kabore on January 24, 2022, or the deposition of the former President Roch Kabore on January 24, 2022, was allegedly fueled by his inability to curtail jihadist expansion in the country, particularly after the November 14, 2021 terrorist attack on the Inata Gendarmerie garrison in northern Burkina Faso that left 53 of the 120 troops dead. After 30 years of peace and democracy in Ghana, it is imperative that we prevent terrorists from eroding gains made in the Fourth Republic. The menace will further derail international trade and investment in our country. There will be no liberty to access basic amenities of life. To epitomize this, Burkina has witnessed the closure of over 1,000 schools and the internal displacement of 1.5 million people, some of whom have sought refuge in the northern regions of Ghana. Is this what we want to see for our country? Certainly not. Mr. Speaker, having established the effects terrorism would have on our nation, what exactly are we to look out for in our effort to notify security and intelligence agencies of suspicious activities related to terrorism? An analysis of the modus operandi of terrorists seems to point to recruiters targeting young people and through social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp, enticing them with promises of competitive remuneration or a better life in heaven. Consequently, should we see any person or organization mobilizing young people for an unclear agenda or revolving around religious fundamentalism, we must say something for our security and intelligence agencies
to monitor and assess the situation. Social media users must also report posts with violence or religious fundamentalist elements, particularly videos showing people brandishing arms or how to make improvised explosive devices and chemical weapons. Mr. Speaker, the campaign is laudable and deserves more attention than it currently has. A synopsis of the recent attacks on a school in Texas by Salvador Ramos shows that he had revealed his sinister plans to a Facebook friend before he executed them. Had this person been conscious of the telltale signs of the impending doom, she would have said something when she saw the messages. Mr. Speaker, the latest of them all is the deadly massacre on Sunday, 5th June 2020, of over 100 members of the Catholic parish at Owo in the Ondo State of Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, we commiserate with the families of the victims and the Nigerian people, with whom we share so many things in common. Mr. Speaker, and members of this Honorable House, as stakeholders in our communities, let us conscientize our constituents about the threat of terrorism, to encourage them to say something when they see something. In so doing, we'll be fulfilling our civic responsibilities of defending the cause of freedom and of rights espoused in our national anthem. When we see something, we say something. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to make this very important statement. Thank you.